fu8ll, and welcome to my review of Raw that aired on the 29th of September. Due to illness and a busy life, I'm quite an important person, really. Couldn't get this review up in time, so this is Thursday, so it's probably not going to get many views. Which is worrying, because they don't get that many views anyway. But it's just fine. Fine, anyway. We are in Chicago! So literally, the authority comes out and CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And they do the smart thing, they don't just ignore it, they use it, and they're like, why'd you like a quitter? Ooh. So they do this whole big speech about how they relate to quitters, because they all probably are quitters. And yeah, CM Punk's a quitter. I have to admit, I kind of agree with them. It's fine, he was having a shit time, and frankly he looks a lot better now outside of wrestling, so if wrestling wasn't making him happy, don't do it. But wrestling makes me happy. So, show kicks off, they've addressed the CM Punk thing, and then Paul Heyman comes out. And he's asking about what happened. Why did your boy come and interfere in the match where Brock Lesnar was just about to turn it around and defeat John Cena after he had taken everything John Cena could throw at him? And then curb stomp his client, Brock Lesnar, face first into the mat and then try and cash in on him. Mr. Seth Rollins comes out. And then he just says he's sorry. He was going for his opportunity, he was sorry, shakes Paul Heyman's hand. And then Triple H gets in Paul Heyman's face, is like, Paul, I enjoyed our chat. So I really don't know where this is going. There's so far no setup for what Brock Lesnar's doing, so at this point in time, looks like he's not going to be at Hell in the Cell. It's a huge issue, I'd find. And I'm pretty sure you've got that whole, there's a certain amount of no-compete days on WWE title now. That's what got Daniel Bryan's title taken away. So, yeah, no idea what's going to happen there. But then we get on to the main thing, the Ambrose situation. They're talking about that. At the beginning of the show, they showed the recap of the Ambrose segments from Raw, Ambrose segments from SmackDown. Love them. Ambrose, they're showing as a top star. Now Roman Reigns is out of action for a while, and he deserves it. He is crazy. He is such a good character, good in-ring guy. And then, of course, then you just hear, Seth! Seth! And Dean Ambrose appears on the Titantron. He's like, you on this? Just go and get it then. God, come on! And then the authority let's go, let's all go. And they all march off, and then John Cena's music hits, and he attacks Seth, runs him to the ring, then Seth jumps in the crowd, makes his way back to the entrance, and then all the authority are like, I can't see us, would have thought the others would be a little bit more angry about what happened, but they're alright, they seem fun and games, and then just Cena poses about in the ring, to some cheers, which slowly are getting turned to boos, because this is Chicago, and they are a smart mark country, or city. Probably city is more accurate. So, that's our kickoff. Kind of enjoyed it. They addressed the CM Punk thing straight away, which is what you needed. Good. First match of the night, and it is fantastic. A triple threat match. Quite often they can be awkward matches to do, but damn, Ziggler, Cesaro, and The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship, fantastic. So many crazy triple spots. Cesaro was going for the big swing with Ziggler. Miz boots him in the face, makes Cesaro fall over, slingshot Ziggler into the side. Lots of they're going for pins, they're then diving over each other, stealing the pin off each other. The first time I've ever seen someone do a slingshot into a man's testicles, as Cesaro's face got slingshotted up into the Miz's junk. Really good match. All three of these guys working superbly together. this comes from SmackDown, where there was a random battle royale to get a championship shot on the end of the show. Yeah, I'm happy, as I've said week after week, the Miz versus Ziggler thing is working for me. They're doing really good matches, the storyline's funny, Sandow is amazing on the outside. I'm happy for this continue. And Ziggler still the champion. Cesaro hit a massive European on Miz as he came off the top rope. Ziggler hit a super kick to Cesaro's face and pinned the Miz. And after the match, Miz and Mizdow are on the outside and they're both selling their leg. Oh, Sandow, you've done so well. Yeah, really excited for this. This is so good. Keep it up, WWE. Well done. This is my favourite programme on the show at the moment. Okay, we had, before that match, sorry, I loved the match so much I got distracted, I missed the backstage segment beforehand. The Authority in the back, and they're like saying, Seth, don't get pulled into the mind games, just calm down. Triple H turns to Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, my new favourite part of the Authority. And like tells them, just go get Ambrose, get it done. And Jamie Noble's like, well, can we have those sledgehammers? I don't know why Jamie Noble's talking like an old prospector, but let's just go with it. Oh, give us those sledgehammers, we can deal with this. It's like, you and thinking, no, don't go together. You two just get it done, and they're off. And then after the amazing triple threat match, they're just roaming around the back going, have you seen Ambrose? Have you? Going for all the Exotic Express, Big E, you seen Ambrose? And then a really awkward segment with the Great Khali. Jamie Noble's like, well, have you seen Ambrose? And he's like, I don't hear you. Blah. Implying he's too short to hear. And then he shouts a bit louder. He's like, blah, blah. Puts his hands on Joey Mercury's shoulder. No idea what he says. It's like, blah, blah, blah. And then they just walk away. This is the best use for Great Khali, is these comedy segments of him just being weird. Maybe they should start subtitling him. This, not being racist or anything, he doesn't speak English great. If they could subtitle him, and then if they could just subtitle him like ridiculously. Like, sort of like, when he put his hand on Joey Mercury's shoulder and went, blah, 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 blah. Just have it on, I'm saying, good sir, I have not seen Mr. Ambrose, but you could try looking in the, yeah, just like, random stuff, just something else to do. It's funny, I like it, yeah. Keep it up, Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble, you're amazing. Okay, really odd segment next. This, flashing Wyatt video of him talking about Luke Harper's past, and like how it was broken and put back together again. Yeah, it's really good, like, really well made, lots of creepy visuals and the usual good Wyatt stuff. But then at the end it's sort of like, Luke Harper, you're set free. Yeah, I don't know if they're splitting the Wyatts up. I can't see, at this point in time with their gimmick, Eric and Luke breaking away from the Wyatts, I don't see that having any advantage to them staying with Bray. Though I am under the impression the Wyatts really do need to be rehabbed. They've had so many losses and been beaten so much lately, they need to be looking strong again. Yeah, odd. No idea where this is going. They're saying that a lot. Well, Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury, they can't find Ambrose anywhere. They looked everywhere. I wish they had done a segment in the women's locker room. That would have been funny / sexy. My camera going, let's lower you a bit, camera. There you go, see more of my gorgeous thing. Yeah. But yeah, they couldn't find Ambrose anywhere, they looked everywhere. I say, I wish there'd been a few more segments of this through the show, but oh well. Jamie Noble's got yellow on his face and like stuff, you had hot dogs with mustard? It's like, just get out of the sight. And then like, as they're being shooed away, the Miz and Sandow come in, and like, Miz is so angry, it's like, Sandow! And then Sandow does this whole speech about how he didn't get a rematch, and it was a triple threat rematch, and yada yada yada. Again, the mannerism's so good between these two. Triple H is like, easy Seth, it's funny. You guys just come in here, ease the tension, I was so stressed, but you just make me chuckle. He sort of like gets in Miz's face, and Sandow and the Miz simultaneously look at each other, look back again. And yeah, basically, he then makes a match between Sheamus and Sandow later on, and then warns Miz that, like his straight to DVD things, if he bursts in there again barking orders, he'll go straight to the unemployment line. Yep, good. This is good use of the authority. Short segments, progressing storylines, and making things happen. Not just them out in the ring monologuing for hours on end. I much prefer this style. Oh, we get a Rosa Mendes singles match. Oh, this is offensive to see her in the ring. Layla, despite I'm not a huge fan, she's not amazing, but she is a okay worker. She can wrestle. But this makes her look like 1,000 times better in the comparison with Rosa Mendes, who thankfully the whole match is just Layla mainly beating on her. When Rosa does get some more offense, she hits the forearm, manages to miss a forearm at close range. Yeah. But thankfully there's enough other stuff going on that this is kind of fun. You got Summer Rae in their corner taking selfies of all the times Layla's beating up Rosa. And you got Tyson Kidd on Raw! And he's got his douchebag persona from NXT, which is also in Total Divas. He's got the headphones on, and then like Natalie's just trying to make him pay attention to the match. And Tyson Kidd could not give a shit. That he just keeps trying to take his phone off him. It's like, no! What? And then the crowd get the good old NXT chant of Natty's husband, Natty's husband. So happy, and Tyson Kidd plays it up, puts the earphones on, turns up the music. At one point he just sits on the steps looking away from the ring. And yeah, this is good. If we can get Tyson Kidd in a angle and make him a bigger star on Raw, this is a good start. Just keep pushing him out there. He's a phenomenal wrestler when he gets the chance to do it. If you watch NXT, you know this is true. But yeah, thankfully there was enough going on that distracted from the shitness in the ring. And then eventually Layla throws Rosa outside the ring, and Natty gets in her face, and then Summer Rae comes around, they start fighting on the outside while Tyson Kidd is just looking at his phone. His wife's fighting someone, and he's just like, I don't care. Then Rosa gets chucked back in the ring, Layla hits her finish, which is like a reverse stunner, and pins. Good. The better wrestler got the win. And then Summer Rae, this is what she used to do on NXT again. Again? This is what Summer Rae used to do on NXT, where they're taking selfies on the defeated opponent, and then Natty is like stealing Tyson, actually steals Tyson's phone this time, and he's like, come on! He wants to put his earphones in it. Then she goes to walk away, but they sort of forget Rosa, and then they just carry on arguing, and I'm just, as long, let's not ever have Rosa in a singles match ever again, but if we can have Tyson Kidd on Raw, I'm happy. Just keep getting Tyson Kidd on Raw. This is what we need. And Ambrose makes his way into the arena. He's got a big bag. He's just making his way to the ring. Puts a table in there, sets it up. Briefcase on the table. And he was just standing by the concession stand the whole time. Jamie Noble's too busy eating a hot dog to see him. Again, I wish they'd actually done that. Just had Ambrose hiding behind, or something stupid inside the hot dog thing, I don't know. Regardless. Ambrose gets in the ring and he opens up and he's got shirts because he doesn't like how they're doing the merchandise, so he's just gonna start selling them to the crowd. Starts pulling out shirts, pulls out a John Cena one, if you like that kind of thing. Boo! Okay, we'll just drop that there. Jamie Noble and Jerry Mercury come back out. He's like, oh! The Cruiserweight division's after me. Ambrose is sort of doing those the jokes that a lot of wrestlers probably won't like. A little bit of kayfabing going on. But I love him. He's so good. And he's like, whoa, you guys gotta stop being so intimidating or I'm not gonna get this dialogue going. tells them to just come and take it, and they walk off. And then he just starts chucking t-shirts everywhere at everyone, just throwing handfuls of t-shirts, even throws the bag itself they're in. That's probably quite an expensive bag, so well done, man in the front row that got that bag. But yeah, just literally chucking them, starts skipping around the outside, chucking them in the air. When all the t-shirts are gone, their backup is Seth Rollins and then a load of security guys, and he's like, hey, what did you guys rosebuds last week? Ah, kidding. Just take the briefcase. Ambrose walks away from all the scary security, goes up in the crowd. Seth gets his briefcase, checks the contents, and then basically, like a mini Tajiri was hiding in the briefcase, green mist sprays in his face, and you get this nice gooey on his beard. Ambrose is laughing up at the crowd chanting Ambrose. He is your top babyface. And Seth is your sort of top heel. Fantastic, love these two together. I know some people are like, oh, it's just comedy, just let comedy happen. For fuck's sake, the main reason you remember The Rock and liked him. Think of anything he did that wasn't comedy. Everything you remember, I bet, is going to be comedy. It's going to be like The Undertaker wants to play with Kane's big red nipples. Like, just, let a bit of comedy go in, and then when they get in the ring, they get serious. That's how it goes. Love the segment. Ambrose establishes top babyface and getting one up on Seth. Yeah. Backstage with the Authority, and Seth's complaining that he could have been blinded and his eyes are a bit sore, so let's go wash out your eyes. Kane and Randy Orton are laughing, and he's like, well, you go find Ambrose, where is he? He's Cena's locker room, right? Tag team match with all four of you. It's like, oh, we have to fight his battles again. Oh, we gotta wrestle on this show. It's kind of your job, Randy Orton. Surely you shouldn't be whining so much. You should know Cena better than anyone. You should be able to beat him, but apparently not. Then there's just this... they're all looking at their phones, not figuring out what's going on. And there's something in the briefcase. Why? Why? Just because you have the Money in the Bank briefcase, why would you put extra stuff in there? I don't understand. Surely you've got your own like backpack with your ring gear and stuff in. Why would you put it in the briefcase? Oh god, it's stupid fun, implying that he has like a vibrator that he'll stick up his bottom. Yeah, this is frankly, people that are complaining are the same people that want the Attitude Era back. This is the stuff that appeared in the Attitude Era. Stop whining. It's just a stupid short thing. If you didn't like it, fine. Move on. Next bit's coming. Mark Henry comes out. He's going to apologise again, and Bo Dallas interrupts. And, yeah, Bo Dallas beats Mark Henry sort of cleanly. So it looks like Mark Henry's going to be doing a losing streak gimmick, and Bo Dallas! That's the Inspirational Hall of Fame! That's what it should be. Glad Bo Dallas got a win, but I don't think this is really going into a whole storyline, but this is going to be Bo Dallas' thing. He just tries stealing someone else's catchphrase. But, yeah, I'm happy Bo got a win. I love Bo. Mark Henry really not happy with that loss thing, and just beats down Bo Dallas. Yeah. Absolutely just beats him up in the back, crushes him with a box. Well, looks like this feud's continuing. This will be an interesting one. I hope it's not just, we'll get Mark Henry back into shape. It's like, he doesn't need it. He can be a monster when you book him that way. You don't need to feed him a new up-and-coming star just to make him look better. Just have Bo Dallas win this feud, please. Oh my god, Nikki Bella puts Brie in the ultimate insult and puts her in a match with Eva Marie. And Cameron, it could only be worse if she was put in a handicap match against Eva Marie and Rosa Mendez. But Jesus Christ, that's just too much. That is too evil. Putting someone in a match against Eva fucking Marie, that's just, you're just heartless. Maybe not the performers to put together in the Chicago crowd. They start doing the whole commentator chanting thing. Match is boring. Just why? Why would you put Eva Marie, and especially in Chicago of all places, you don't put the shit wrestlers on. This is like, you could have done so much more. Like, give some of the other girls a chance. Maybe there should have been like a Paige and AJ, if I say, they'd take over, and AJ is a tricky one with the CM Punk connection. They are playing off the fact that Brie has the Daniel Bryan connection, which does help, especially at the end of the match. They do manage to get a massive yes chance going. But yeah, it just pains me to see Eva Marie and like Cameron in a match when you've got NXT divas that are amazing, and these two can't even be bothered to learn how to wrestle. And what happened to this Cameron going to NXT to actually learn how to wrestle? That would have been quite good. Maybe Eva Marie should go there, not on the TV NXT. Go actually down to NXT to wrestle, learn. Maybe she should go anywhere. She could get taught to wrestle by anyone. Great Khali can wrestle better than Eva Marie. If you've figured out a pattern over the last couple of months, I'm not a fan of Eva Marie. I wish she just ceased to exist. Los Matadors versus Slater and Gator, who actually have an entrance theme now, and they even have their own mascot of a little gator, which of course is Hornswoggle in a costume. Stupid, but I really like these two as a tag team. They're a good comedy team, and they work well together. Their theme song's a bit weird, but they are now Slater Gator! Standard match against Los Matadors. As Los Matadors have the advantage, Titus puts Gator in the ring, and Hornswoggle Gator crawls across. And then, of course, El Torito gets in, has a little face-off, chases the Gator out, but this gives Slater Gator a chance to take advantage. Heath pulls one of the Matadors off the top rope, rolls him up for a pin. They attack him after the match, and then Tyson literally just flings El Torito over the top rope, and then throws him on his face, and then they get Hornswoggle to do the Gator roll on him. Adam Rose, yeah, the whole Rosebud lot are at commentary for this, and the Bunny and Adam Rose have had enough. They get on the ropes. Titus goes to take out Adam Rose, he ducks, sends him over. Then, as Heath Slater is directed by the Bunny, the Matadors get back in, do their double Samoan drop thing, which I quite like that finish. And then we get the Bunny leaping off the top rope, hitting the splash, and party away. Stupid, but again, I like it. It's kind of fun. I don't know if they are going to have some amazing big reveal of the Bunny, but enjoy while it lasts. Heath and Titus are hilarious. Okay, I actually quite like the next challenger for Rusev, which is the Big Show. Because, yeah, again, as I've been saying, they keep building and building him up, putting him against stronger and stronger guys. Despite Big Show's, like, win-loss record and stuff, he's still considered a good opponent to beat. If you beat him, you're in good standing. So, yeah. I don't like Big Show's forced comedy. It's just not hitting the mark with me. The crowd seem to like it, mainly because it's America! America! They try doing the whole Russian propaganda thing. They're like re-editing the thing and make it, then the Big Show attacked the poor defenseless Rusev after the match, and it's like, yeah. Big Show gets in the ring, scares him off, so we're not getting the fight today. We're going to build up for a few weeks, I guess. And Big Show rips down the Russian flag and is like, America, America, America. Basically the same thing I've been saying with Rusev for a while, but I am interested in seeing the match. We have a good promo. Cena bigging up Ambrose, getting the crowd to chant him, and saying he really wants a go at Seth if he gets involved in the match. And then Ambrose, taping up his wrists, appears in the background like, yeah, carry on. And then again, the tension that was there last week is still there of like, they both really want to get their hands on Seth. Do you think Cena should be a bit more concerned with Brock Lesnar? He's kind of an afterthought. Our champion is an afterthought. Wasn't even mentioned last week. Had a little tiny segment with Heyman today. I wanted Lesnar to be champion, but this is the worry that happened, is him just not being around in any capacity or them thinking of a way to use him. That is a concern. But anyway, Ambrose and Cena, they've got a bit of tension between them. And no one steals food off Ambrose's plate. Not even you. Criminally short. The AJ and Paige segment is the shortest Diva segment on the show, which never ever should happen when the others involved, Eve Marie in a match and Rosa Mendez in a match. Fuck off. Yeah, this is my favourite. AJ, of course, is going to get a good reaction in Chicago because of CM Punk. Paige has got a new best friend, and it is crazy Alicia Fox. It's funny because Alicia Fox was attacking Paige not that long ago. Yeah, this was a nothing. It was such a short match. AJ hit a dive on both of them to the outside. Paige gets distraction. Alicia hits the scissor kick and pins our champion. I thought they were going to like cover her in soda and stuff, but didn't quite work. AJ tries fighting out, gets beaten up. That's it. Nothing segment. Doesn't really help anything along. Such a waste of the most talented divas. Sheamus and Mizdown have a match. It's a match. Nothing spectacular. Short one. Doesn't really seem to progress. It's a filler match just to keep Sheamus alive, since they've seemed to have taken Cesaro away from him for the Intercontinental title. Yeah. Hogan does the whole, because it's the time of the year where they do the breast cancer awareness thing. Hogan comes out, puts the company over, as you should. This is the use they have for him. Fine segment. And our main event, Dean Ambrose and Cena versus Randy and Kane. Same main event we've seen for a while, kind of with the different components. Not amazing match. And then of course Seth comes in for the interference, and it just turns into a cluster muck. Finisher, like just getting chucked out the ring, getting a move here, everyone's back and forth. We get to the point where it's just Seth in the ring with Cena and Ambrose, and Cena's wailing away in the corner. Ambrose throws him off, hits, Cena throws him off, gets some hits in, throws him off. Then the other two come in, RKO, chokeslam. The Authority's in charge. 3-on-2 beatdown, get a curb stomp onto the case on Ambrose. And we get a curb stomp onto the case by, well, Cena gets his face stomped into the cave by Seth. And we also get thank you Rollins chance for that one. Fairly standard, generic end to Raw. Bit disappointing really. They could have come up with something a bit more inventive, but this is like your standard setting up a feud thing. But it does look like it's going to be like a triple threat, Hell in the Cell, Seth versus Ambrose versus Cena. Either that or a 5-way Hell in the Cell. Because I don't see what else Randy and Kane will be doing, and they sure as hell need to make this a big main event since Brock Lesnar's too lazy to turn up. All in all, I think Raw was pretty good. I think all segments had a point. Sheamus Mizdown, that didn't really, but it had Mizdow have the chance to stand with Miz and say things at the same time, but okay. So, I don't know our real direction going into Night Champ. No. Going into Hell in the Cell, there seems a lot of things coming into place, but nothing like concrete. Say, the main event picture is all up in the air, especially with Lesnar just, yeah, sitting at home chilling. And barely any mention of our champion. Even if he's not on the show, there should be mention of our champion more. But let me know what your ideas are, what your thoughts, and yada yada yada. Like, subscribe, and TTFN.